Hello everybody and welcome back to Farming Simulator 22 Zielonka Real Survival. Today, as you can see, our money is at 13,366 euros. I have been hard at work off camera doing some more contracts, and I have done 4 harvesting contracts that have taken me quite a few hours to do, to be honest. In real life hours. So I recorded episode 4 of Bali Spring Silage King series earlier today, and then I jumped right into getting some contracts done here on Zielonka because we needed the money to get seed and fertilizer, lime, and all of that stuff. So, but before we could get into seeding and all of that, this field needs to be plowed. So if we take a look at the map, you can see right there, it indeed does need to be plowed. So this is going to be kind of painful to do. This is going to be quite painful to do. But it's got to be done. It's got to be done. So, no complaining or anything like that from me. So let's see, can we rotate this plow? No, we cannot rotate this plow. So this plow is just going to be what it is. And that is that. Alright, here we go. Okay, yeah, we definitely need to be further over. I feel like this is not doing very well, to be honest. Like, it's supposed to be like a 5... Oh my god. Oh no. This is... Okay. I think if we switch it to manual transmission and we stick into just a like first or second gear, we should be fine, because right now it's just constantly trying to find a gear. So let me figure this out real quick. Okay, so it seems to be okay in second gear. Let's try third. Does seem to be okay in third. Alright, well that was painful. So yeah, I feel like this thing is not actually a 5 meter. Wait. Is this a 5 meter? I don't think so. I don't think it is. No, this is a 1.5. That's why it seems so much smaller than it actually, in my brain for some reason, was thinking it is. So yeah, as you can see, this is going to take quite a while. And now that I am in manual, I have to manually shift between drive and reverse, which is kind of a pain. But you know, hey, it is what it is. So we're in third. Seems to be okay going this direction in fifth. Sorta. I mean, it's definitely gonna be a struggle. That is for sure. My goodness. Alright, yes, this is gonna take quite a while. So I think what I'm gonna do is work on headlands and then come back and see where we're at. I'm not gonna worry about showing the headlands. I'll go ahead and get that knocked out real quick. Alright, so we got the headlands done, and yeah, now I'm just going to be going back and forth. But real quick, actually, I just remembered, before I forget, let's go ahead and remove our rent. That way, we don't have to worry about it. So, because it is October 2, so yes, I needed to take that out because I slept through the night after I did all those contracts. Alright, let's get this thing back to rolling good. It's not too bad. Once I get this thing in a good rhythm, it does okay, and it's not really taking all that long. So, but of course, if I was to sit here and record all this video would be way too long. So, in the spirit of keeping this video at a decent length and getting a lot done in this episode, enjoy this little time lapse. The last little bit of plowing right here. Of course, I had to go back and get all the little bitty pieces and spots that I missed, which I'm sure was probably driving some of you nuts during that time lapse. Don't worry, I went back and got them. No way I was leaving that. Alright, now that this thing is absolutely filthy and looking really good now, yeah, I kind of like it when it's a little bit dirty. That came out weirder than I intended it to, but okay, we'll roll with it. All right, so we'll go ahead and drop that there. Beautiful. Let's shut this thing off, give it a rest for a minute, because that thing is loud. So yeah, probably a good idea to save after all that work. That actually didn't take as long as I thought it was going to. It probably took about 30 to 45 minutes in real life time. So, I mean, not too bad. Definitely wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. And there you go. All the red is gone. That is a beautiful sight. Next up, so you can see that it has been plowed. We'll get rid of that state. It needs to be cultivated. Alright. Needs to be cultivated next. So we have our cultivator right here. And what I'm gonna do is actually I'm gonna swap this back over to no, that's direction gear shift mode. I'm gonna switch this back over to automatic, and let's see how this handles the cultivator. If it does the same thing, then obviously we will switch it back to manual, because it definitely worked better on the plow for it to be on manual, which seems to be the case pretty commonly with these older tractors. So need to get this thing cultivated. It would be nice to have some extra weights on the front of this, but yep. All right, let's see how this does. Seems to be okay so far. Of course, this is a somewhat easier spot right here. So we'll spin it around. We'll do another pass the other direction. Then we'll try the up down. See how it does in both of those directions. I can't remember if I turned off stones or not, to be honest with you. Because I'm kind of wondering why stones aren't showing. I thought I left it on for the realistic, or maybe I did decide to turn them off. Maybe I did decide to turn them off. It is entirely possible. I don't know. At this point, I have recorded so many videos since the beginning of this series. Yes. Alright. See how it does going up. And then we'll see how it does going down. Has anyone else ever used this tractor? The Zielonka 5545? I think is what it is. It's a mod in the mod hub. Can't remember exactly how much horsepower it is, but it's not a whole lot, I can tell you that. But yeah, that's just the way we start these things. Survival at its best. Starting from nothing, no land, no equipment, working your way up. That's the way I like to play. I do like to play with some starting equipment every once in a while, you know, like we have the Bali Spring Silage King series going. So it's always, you know, nice to have a little change of pace by giving yourself a little bit of starting equipment. And that's not really like intended to be a survival type series anyways. It's more of a challenge, kind of having fun playing the game, you know what I mean? And also it's a good way for me to kind of work my way into Maze Plus, because I don't use Maze Plus really at all. I have it installed on this one, and I have it installed in the Bali Spring series, so yes. So far I'm actually really enjoying the Maze Plus. In the Bali Spring, we're going to be getting into mixing the food and everything, so that'll be interesting to see what type of mixes and everything we need. I did find a PDF that basically breaks down Maze Plus pretty well, so you know, I'll be checking into that and using that as my guide as I go. But yeah, so this tractor seems to be doing perfectly fine in automatic, so we will we'll get this done. And I don't know if this will be another time lapse or not. I don't know how long the other one was, but either way, I'm gonna go ahead and get this work done. And we're on the last little bit of cultivating here. This definitely didn't take as long as plowing the field, that is for sure. That is for sure. And of course there would be one difficult little strip right there. That's alright. We'll put it in reverse, Terry. And drop her down. There we go. Perfect. Alright, beautiful. That is complete. We have a good looking field ready to be seeded. And so we have two options right now, and we have to do this before November. Okay, so October 3 is going to be our last day, game day, to get anything down before it's too late. So we would need to put down either wheat or barley, and wheat would be good. We could use that for chicken. Barley you could use for chicken as well, right? Yeah, so either one would be good. It would be nice to get some chickens going. Definitely would be good to get some chickens going. We'll just park this over here. This thing has atrocious turning radius, so... But what do you expect from an old tractor, right? It's a beautiful thing. definitely did the job. But yeah, so I would definitely like to get into some chickens. So having wheat available would be nice. Um, Again, like I said earlier, I have Maize Plus installed, so there's various different types of food mixes, feed mixes that you can do for chickens as well. So I could always, demonstrate that here. Of course, I have the ability to get ducks and all of that as well with the enhanced animal system. So, yeah, we could get into all that. But let's take a look at the little map. The little map. Yep. There we go. Boom. All right, cultivated. Perfect. Beautiful. Now it's showing seedbed as well. Is that not cultivated? Did I not just cultivate this land? Why does that say seedbed? Why does that you know what? I thought that texture looked a little weird as I was doing that. Is that not a cultivator that I have? Yes, it is. Shallow cultivator are used for shallow cultivation or seedbed creation of fields. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, let's go take a little look in here. A cultivator prepares field for the next sowing. Oh my gosh. Oh. Alright, how much horsepower do we have? We have 55 horsepower. Cultivators. We might be able to get away with that. Uh, this is a 3. That's a 5. 4 and a 3. This 5 meter at 31 horsepower would be good. This is the one that we have. Well, see, this one again says shallow cultivators. Shallow cultivators. This is an actual cultivator. Actual cultivator. Shallow. These are cultivators, so we may be able to get away with this. 68 horsepower. It is a 3 meter. Hmm. Then you got a 2.5. You have a 3. And then you're up to a 4, but these take way too much horsepower. We may end up having to go with this one. So this is not considered cultivated, right? I don't know. You know what? You know what? I'm just going to skip that. I'm going to skip the cultivation. And we're going to jump right into seeding. Let me know in the comments, though, if this counts as a cultivated state. Like, am I going to get the yield bonus for doing the cultivation stage? Or do I have to actually do the cultivation where it shows on the map that it has been cultivated instead of a seed bed? I honestly cannot remember how that works with precision farming. I totally did not notice that was a shallow cultivator. So, yeah, that's where we're at with this one. Okay, all right. So next episode, we're gonna get into some seeding, and obviously we need to lime and fertilize. Then we'll have to worry about herbicide when that time comes. But yes, so next episode we'll probably seed, fertilize, lime, and fertilize. Um, well, we don't have field data. How much is that field data? Do I have precision farming? There we go. Precision farming. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck? This would be 962 doll hairs, euros actually. 962. Would that be worth? I mean, because honestly, it's going to be a while before we can take our own samples. So, this would simulate basically saying, hey, we're paying a company coming out to take the samples and analyze our field. I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and do it. That way we can definitely see what we need. Let's go check the field now. pH value is bad. Nitrogen, it's not saying good or bad. So your pH is right here. Nitrogen doesn't say whether it's good or bad, which that, I believe, is dependent on the seed, on the plant type. So, yeah, we'll deal with all that next episode. At least we have the soil samples done. We have the major part of the field done, which was the plowing. That was an absolute nightmare. Good thing is we don't have to go back and do that again for a while, and I'm hoping by then we'll have another one of these fields and we'll already be in the conversion state of, putting animal pens down out here. So yes, we will see. But that is it for this episode, you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. Feel free to comment down below, and I will see you guys in the next one.